Okay, now that we've got our warm up done, let's go and lift some weights. Okay, so we're gonna start with seated bench press, okay? If you don't have a machine at the house, don't worry, I'll show you how you can do this at the house without having to have all this fancy machinery, okay? We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 right at first, okay? Here we go. Make sure you breathe when you lift. Okay. Whenever you stop, make sure you give yourself about 30 seconds to 60 seconds to recoup, and then start all over once you get time. A lot of times I like to have a timer on my wrist just so I can keep up with that. Okay, here we go. A lot of times when you're lifting weights, it's really good to, when you're bringing it in, to inhale, and then whenever you're fixing to push away, you exhale. So it's like you're blowing the weights away from you. It's like, just like that. Okay, let's wait another 30 seconds. Okay, and now here we go. We're gonna do our last set right here. Okay, that was our last set. Now, I am going to grab this. You can get these bands at Walmart. You can buy them on a lot of like sporty places like Academy, places like that. But you can get these bands and you can use them at your house to do the same thing. You can sit on a chair. You can wrap it around something. And they also have so many different levels. There's medium, heavy, extra light, whichever one is more comfortable for you. And you can just put it around that, and you kind of have the same thing. You grab it, and you just extend out just like that. You come back, and then you extend out. And if it's still not giving you enough resistance, then what you'll do is you will go up. Like this one right here is a medium. It is not very hard for me to do, so that means that I would upgrade to a heavy or a extra heavy cord to pull, but I'm still able to do the same resistance without having to have a machine. Okay, so now I'm just going to teach y'all, you can do bench at your house. As you can tell, I do not have a flat bench, so I use the ground a lot. So what you do is you just lay down on your back, and you just grab your weights and you just push them up. The good thing about it is you cannot go into the negative because you go completely flat. So at least you get to keep perfect form with this, and you just push it back up and go back down. Okay, you just do that several times. Okay, if you do not have weights at your house, that is no excuse of not being able to work out. So we brought some vegetable cans. You can still work out even with that. Still the same exact motion, just with a little bit of weight. Just keep moving. Remember, don't stop. And that's all you got to do. Okay, so we're going to practice on a little bit of our upper body. It's really hard for a lot of people to be able to do pull-ups. A good way to practice is to hold on to, whether you have a bar like this or you're on the playground with your kids at the monkey bars, or like me, I have a rope outside that I use to climb up. You can do that, but to just practice, all you want to do is hold it, and you want to jump, and then slowly let go. And you want to do that multiple times, that way you can slowly increase your upper body strength if you do not have it already. Okay, so let's practice just a few times on this so we can try to get the idea of how to do it. All you got to do is jump, and then just slowly let go, just like that, okay? Let's do just a couple more, okay? Here we go. Okay, we're gonna do one more, okay? Okay, now there is a cord that you can use. There's all kinds of stretchy bands that you can use to practice with. You can use this as an assistant for pull-ups if you really struggle with it, but that's always more advanced if you're just now starting out. That's another good way to kind of use that to learn how to get that upper body going so you can do more pull-ups. Okay, now we're going to do just a little bit of yoga and some Pilates just to kind of work your entire body and kind of get a good stretch after you're done working out. We're just going to start off, and we're going to do cow. Just bend your back down. Practice your breathing. Now you're going to roll your back and arch it. Now you're in cat. And now roll your back down to cow. And then back up to cat. Focus on your breathing as you do it. Okay. Make sure your body is square. Your arms and your shoulders are square. Okay. Raise your left arm and your right foot and stick it out. And just hold it. Make sure you have your foot pointed, that you're pointing the tips of your toes. Okay, after this, bring your elbow into your right knee. And then extend back out. And then come in, and then extend back out. And then come in, and extend back out. And then come in, extend back out. Okay? Go back to your square position. Okay? Now we're going to lift our right arm and our left leg. Now you're going to take your right arm to your left leg. Bring it in, and then bring it back out. Bring it in, and bring it back out. Keep your toe pointed the entire time. You want to engage that leg muscle as much as you can. Okay, come back into squared position. Okay, let's do some more breathing. You can go into cat and exhale as you come into cow. And inhale as you go into cat. And exhale as you come into cow. Okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of stretching. We're going to do downward dog. You can walk your way up if you do struggle with being able to touch the ground and keep your legs straight. Maybe that square over there. The square. they do have these that you can buy, and it is for people that cannot stretch very well or you cannot get flat-footed. You can use this as an extension of your body. You can just reach down and hold it. If you cannot reach the ground and keep your legs straight, you can use that as an extension, just like that. Or you can lay it on its side and do it like that, okay? Okay, stand up. Okay, now we are going to do a little bit of a plan. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to extend our legs. We're going to point our toes. And then we're going to go up, touch the toe on the floor, and then back up. And then touch the toe on the floor and back up. We're going to do about 10 of these. Okay, bring your knee back in. And now we're gonna go to the other side, okay? Bring that left leg out. Make sure you point your toes. Then bring it all the way up and bring it down and touch the ground and back up. We're gonna do this 10 times as well. Bring your knee back in. Another thing that we're going to do is we are going to practice. We're going to extend our leg, then we're going to do circles with your leg. Okay? Then you're going to come over here on the left leg and do the same exact thing. Stick your leg out and then do small circles. Okay, so for some of y'all that do have lower back problems and y'all do not have very strong, there is machines that you can use for that. I'm going to show you how you can work on your lower back without having to have one of those machines. You can use whatever weight. If you are a beginner, you can start off with a really small weight. You can use a ball like I have. This is a slam ball. You can grab it and hold on to it. Now this is 20 pounds, so you can get whatever weight you need. And then all you're gonna do is grab it. You're gonna try to bend over, and you're gonna come right back up. Just bend over, come back up. Make sure you're using your back. Try not to use any other muscle, just your back. You go down, and you bring it back up. You can get a smaller weight, like a 10. You can get this. Crisscross your arms, hold it like this, and then you can do the same thing. Just bend over and then come back up. Bend over and come back up. Make sure that you do not arch your back or give it at all. Keep it strong and sturdy. And just bend over and then come right back up. That's all you gotta do.